Hi Aquarius, welcome to your new love reading for August 2019. Everything you need to know about this reading is in the description box below, as well as the recommend a reader shout out, which goes to Divinely Guided Tarot. Much love and support to her. Hopefully you get a chance to check her out, show her some love and support as well, if you like what she has to say. And then lastly, two things. This is intended for a romantic love read, so I interpret it as such, but for you it might resonate otherwise, such as friendship or a new job offer, or maybe another area of your life. Second thing, I have had two of these so far that have showed up as exes, and there was no way around it. It wasn't like, well, no, this person was, they were too profoundly affected by each other, and you could see the connection, and and it was very obvious that this was someone coming back around asking for a second chance. That is not intended to be so, but it can happen or show up. So if you're averse to X readings, I'm just putting it out there. It might happen. Just saying. All right, Aquarius. One more shuffle. Two more. Aquarius. New love reading for August for Aquarius. Please don't show me any X. Aquarius. All right, Aquarius. There we go. High Priestess, so that could be Pisces or Cancerian. The Hierophant, the World, Two of Swords, the Sun, Five of Cups, so is this, no, that's a 3, okay. And that's a, ooh, really? So we've got, we've got 2 2s. Okay, so that's agreement. What else for Aquarius here? Alright, so you could be dealing with the Pisces, Cancerian, Libra, Leo, Taurus. Somebody that has that prominently featured in their chart. All right, what's this Queen of Swords about for Aquarius? This is Queen of Swords for Aquarius. 9 of Wands. All right. That's a 6 of Swords right there. What's this Hierophant about for Aquarius? Hierophant for Aquarius. 10 of Cups. What's this World about for Aquarius? What's World about? Strength. That could be Leo. Wow. Okay. What's this? 2 of Swords. What's this 2 of Swords? 2 of Cups. What? What's this Sun about? What's this Sun about? Oh, okay. That's Ace of Pentacles. What's this 5 of Cups about for Aquarius? All right, so this, honestly, this is somebody that, and I said this was an X reading, or there was a possibility of it. It looks like somebody, this looks like a blast from the past, honestly. This looks like somebody that reaches out or that you've kept in touch with all these years, over the years. You've kept in touch with them somehow. And this is somebody that you have longevity with. There's a certain familiarity with this person, and there's a, it's not a, it's a very, it's more that there's this familiarity and there's this emotional safety and trust with this person, rather than it is like an attraction or passionate, that sort of thing. This does look to be somebody that you've known for quite some time. It doesn't have to be an ex. That's the thing. It doesn't have to be an ex. I know I just said that, was like, wait a minute, it doesn't have to be an ex. This is just somebody that you have known over the years quite some time. And perhaps maybe timing wasn't right before. Maybe that's what it was. Maybe you didn't know how this person felt. They're going to make it known. But this is somebody that is you've known for quite some time. And they will have just gotten out of a relationship. So they're gonna be coming off of an ending somehow. We got the the World and the Ten of Cups. So this is somebody that you've probably known over the years, and they have just now they've just recently ended a relationship, and you've always found them trustworthy. You've always found them kind of just like a really good person. You maybe even looked up to them, but you thought they were just a really decent, good person. And you've always liked that they've seemed just really level-headed and stable and just a decent human being, a good person. And the thing is, though, you're going to have to wait while they wrap this situation up with this person. And it will just, wow. That, this looks like it's crap, Aquarius, but it's not. It's actually, this is you having to stand down until this person handles their business elsewhere. This is somebody that I think you've always kind of liked and admired, Aquarius, but they were in another relationship. Well, now they're single, but the thing is, they're still having to wrap it up. They're still having to deal with the fallout of that relationship ending. There's no more attachment for them, but they do have, they still have to be in contact with their person. So that might be a little too close for comfort for you. Like, it's like, talk to me when you're free and clear. Like when this type of thing isn't going to be an issue for you anymore, when you don't have to devote all your time to still resolving that. Like when there's more time for me, right? So, but the thing is that while that might be an issue as far as like them having to still talk to that person that they have ended things with and that's over, and they still have to figure out this and that, like who gets the what or whatnot, it doesn't mean that you two can't talk about how like you would want or plan for your new beginning with each other. Like what are we gonna do? Because this is, I think you've always, not always, I shouldn't say always, but I think you are more ready for this than they are. And you're more, not that you're more excited and you're going to have to carry them along, but I think that, I don't know, it just feels like while they might want this, they have to, there's some things they have to wrap up. And so I think just kind of staying optimistic and knowing that, in time it'll work out. Like this is everything's going according to plan. Like have faith. What I'm trying to say is have faith. Be optimistic, have faith. It is going to work out. You're going to get your new start with this person, but right now they've got to wrap up some odds and ends with that other person. So this is a time for you to stand down and to not crowd and to just kind of stay over here. And it doesn't feel like you're being pushy anyway. It doesn't feel like you're chomping at the bit, wanting to know why, this and that. I think that you've known this person for a while, and I think now they're recently free. They've been freed up. You've always thought highly of them and thought they'd be a good person, or thought of them as a good person, but you haven't been able to express your feelings or talk to them or share that because they were otherwise engaged, wrapped up, that sort of thing. And, it might be that you're not the type to be forthcoming about your emotions anyway, unless you know that it's for certain, and this wasn't. So now might be that once they've wrapped, now might be the time to talk about it. Until then, it's about you kind of just being like, okay, in time. This isn't about moving on per se because, they're still not available. Even though they're broken up, they're still not available. No, it's just that they've still got some things to wrap up and it might be a little bit crowded. But have faith, be optimistic. This is going to happen. It's just you're going to need to wait a little bit. And this is about giving the person time and space to deal with that. And the good thing is it doesn't look like you get emotionally wrapped up and involved in this, even though this is something that you would really like to happen and you feel like you do have a connection, or there's great potential with this person. You're in no hurry yourself, even though you might be more ready. So this is not, I don't know, it's just about having faith and being optimistic about your chances, because it is happening. It's just not going to happen right away. All right. What else for Aquarius? Ceremony. Interesting. That feels like somebody is closing out. There's rituals, or not rituals, but there's things that have to take place. There's a certain amount of time that has to be given for this and that to happen. But I'm talking about dissolving a contractual relationship with somebody. So I know this says ceremony. Notice that the black and the white here too, very high priestess-ish. We got this basically 3 times. Just saying. But this is kind of giving a certain weight to the proceedings of something. This is ritualizing it or ceremonializing it. This could be a beginning and an ending, but it depends on the weight we give it and how we ritualize it. And in this case, it feels like, okay, this is 2 things. One, you don't want to do this, Aquarius. This, for me, this feels like you're saying, I don't want to do this unless it's done the right way. Like, I want to do whatever I'm going to do with this person the right way. I want to have a solid new beginning with this person, right? And 2, it feels like this is something this person's having to go through now, the ritual of separating before you 2 can be together. So this could be a lot of online communication until you 2 are able to, like, this is you keeping your emotions out of it. This could be them just only wanting to connect with you online until they're free and clear. It's kind of this interesting little dance, because it's like you probably both know that you're on each other's radar, but nobody's coming out and saying it. And kudos to you for not getting caught up in the drama. You're like, nope, I'm steering clear of that. Like, I'm not, don't involve me in that crap. I don't want to, no. And they wouldn't anyway, but it's just that they do have to take care of this other thing. But for all intents and purposes, they're done. But that doesn't mean they can start with you yet, because there's still some odds and ends they need to clean up with this. So that can be kind of frustrating or a deterrent for now, but it looks like you've got a handle on it, because I mean, we've got the 6 of Swords and the two of Lady, the High Priestess here, which is you very wisely staying out of it and keeping under yourself and not involving yourself while they're going through it. All right. So it could be that you hear about this from them, or they get back in touch with you online about this, and you're kind of just, you're a source of comfort, but you just kind of listen. Like, there's no, like, they could reach out online, but you're not involving yourself in any way. You're staying removed. You're kind of just, you're being a very good listener, but you're not engaging. You're not giving any input. You're not championing their cause or anything like that, because they've kind of been through it, and they're kind of, so very smart of you to know, I hate to say know your place, meaning, you know your place and you should do this, and no, but very wise of you to be like, okay, no, I'm not getting emotionally involved. I'm going to be supportive and compassionate, but this is about me standing down, and not, this is about me keeping my feelings and emotions to myself while this person does their thing. And it's not going to be one of those things either where they sit there and call you to complain about their person. They've got good perspective on it. Like, they're not going to do the wrong thing. They're going to be honorable about it. They're not going to be calling you to trash the person and this and that. You wouldn't have high esteem for them if they did. It's just someone that probably from time to time will vent. Like, gosh, I didn't realize after all these years this could happen, or it's really sad when something falls apart, or things in general terms like that. You know what I mean? And for those of you that are like, oh, I don't want to deal with somebody like that, it's going to be different, because this isn't somebody that you've just met. This is someone that you've known over the years. So it doesn't have, you have an affinity for this person. At least the Aquarians I'm reading for, just saying. All right. This, again, this is not somebody new, rather it's a new situation, a new love situation with a familiar person. So we had Queen of Pentacles. There's that nurturing, being able to kind of help somebody through something emotionally, or just kind of, you know, offering understanding and compassion, but that not getting emotionally involved and trying to caretake and, you know, out of the frying pan into the fire type thing. What else for Aquarius? Four of Pentacles. And I did that because this one flipped, so I wanted to pick another one. So Four of Pentacles. Good. Another card, doubling down on the fact that you're staying emotionally out of it. You're just kind of staying, you're giving of yourself to a certain point, but you're not taking care of anything. You're putting your needs first, and you're staying out of it emotionally. And you're making sure that your needs are met first. You're not getting emotionally involved, and you're not overextending yourself emotionally to where you put yourself at risk or feel vulnerable or become resentful because you're not getting your emotional needs met. You're not doing that. You have good perspective on this. And, you know, if you don't want to hear it, you won't. And you're not, it's almost, you know how like, well, I'm not going to get emotionally involved. I just want to be there for that person. That is getting emotionally involved. So it's a fine line, and it's tricky, but the thing is, this is going to happen. It is going to work out. This beginning is going to happen. It's just right now this person needs to take care of a few things, so you're kind of keeping to yourself, so you don't muddy the waters, which is completely acceptable and admirable. Why wouldn't you? All right. For Aquarius, new love situation. What else do they need to know? What else is there? Aquarius. Nine of Wands reversed. Page of Cups upright. Nice. So, okay. This is, it's kind of nice actually, the Nine of Wands reversed. Sometimes this reads as being on edge and like paranoid and overly defensive and overly protective and overly, I don't think it's that. I think that this is somebody that you've always kind of had this affinity for because you don't have to have your guard up with them. This is someone that there's always been an underlying crush or an underlying attraction, and you just always have felt really comfortable and really safe emotionally around them because you didn't have to have your guard up. Okay. All right, Aquarius. This is more like a new love situation rather than just a new person. So there you go. I hope this was helpful, and I hope you know that it's going to take time, but that there is an interest there, and that when you got the Sun and the Ace of Pentacles and the Strength. So this looks good. It's just, and very wisely so, you're staying removed where it doesn't suit you. Like, you're not involving yourself where it doesn't suit you because you ain't got time for that. But this person is like, yeah, I'm going to take care of stuff. And you're like, okay, well, when you're ready, let me know, because I think we'd be really great together. Nice. Okay. I hope to see you in the next reading. I hope you have a good August, and you take care.